Alright everyone, welcome back to Minecraft Hardcore Season 3, Episode 24 on day 1188. So, you could probably notice that I have some different textures for my netherite tools. And that is because I found on Reddit I saw a texture pack that I really liked. And it looks so damn nice. The tools look so much better and it's so cool. So, I turned these on instead of the ones that I previously had, right? But I'm still not entirely sure if I'm gonna keep them on all the time. I think these ones are the best because they're not like, they're fairly subtle. You know, it's not like a huge difference, but it doesn't look like I had, because it doesn't look like I have mods or anything. But some other things have happened. So between episodes, found out that I was just being an idiot when trying to download shaders, and so I got a shader pack. I downloaded Silder's shaders, so we're gonna turn them on and go to various points throughout this world, like the farming village and spawn chunks, to check it out and see how it looks. Starting with this place, even though there's not really anything here yet, since we're at an ocean, it'd be a good place to like look at the stuff, right? Now, I was testing this on one of my old survival worlds from like months and months ago, and I will warn you guys, it is laggy. My frame rate goes to shit when I turn on the shaders because my computer is horrible. I'm on a shitty old Mac, so naturally it's just not going to be good, but hopefully I'm going to get a job soon so that I can start saving up for a better PC and one that's not, you know, a Mac. But if I go to video settings and shaders, here it is, Silder's shaders. Let's check this out. Let's see how this looks. Oh man. As I said, my frame rate went to shit, but wow. This is impressive. This is the first time I've really ever had, like, good shaders, you know, on anything, because I used to play on Bedrock Edition until, like, early this year, so, okay, nothing much is different underwater, but the water above water looks cool. The glaciers in the distance. I want to fly, but, oh, it's real laggy. Whoa. This looks cool. Okay, I'm gonna turn off the shaders. I'm going to get to another place like spawn chunks we can go to first, and then I'll turn them back on. Now, of course, I don't think this place is gonna really be all that special. I don't think it's gonna look like amazing and like a completely new place because, well, you know, it's just a hole. Okay, here we go. I've turned on the shaders. Let's see. Does this place look any different at all? Well, obviously it's going to look different, but like, really cool. Okay. Whoa. It's like, I noticed this earlier. It's like blurry when there's stuff in the distance. Let me mess with the shader settings. I'll do that later. It doesn't matter that much. It's definitely having trouble rendering all of this. Most definitely not having a good time rendering this. God, it just looks amazing up here. Oh, that looks so cool. Holy shit. I'm a little scared of gliding with this horrible frame rate. Whoa. I wish the frame rate wasn't so bad. Even if I had, like, even if the frame rate was good and all, I don't think I'd, well, I know that I wouldn't play with shaders constantly. At least not in hardcore mode. Just because some aspects with the lighting and stuff could be dangerous, you know? I think the iron farm has stopped working. Yeah. The iron farm is no longer working. Huh. Is there like a cap on how many golems there can be? Will I have to actually kill all the golems at the farming village? I'll try that later, but it's not really important because we have plenty of iron. Like, let's oh shit. Let's look at how much iron we have. Oh wow. Okay, we've made it. So all 3 of these are filled up. And then bone meal. Okay, we almost have a dub full. And then over here, obviously there's not much over here because I've barely spent any time at spawn chunks. But let me get over to the farming village and we can check that area out. I think I'm most excited for farming village because it has the most stuff in it. It's not just like a big hole or, you know, water, just plain water. So I think I'm actually going to turn it on here before I go in. Whoa. It sure looks strange up here. I don't want to go down into the main... Whoa, that's glowy as hell. I don't want to go down into the main nether with this shitty frame rate. I mean, it's not as bad when I'm in the nether, but, you know, I don't want to risk that. Oh my god. Oh, this is so cool. Again, I really apologize for the frame rate, but there's nothing I can really do about it. I just have a shitty computer, and that's that. Oh my god, look at that. Look at that. Just this alone is so cool. Oh my god. Oh, wow. Oh, ow, shit. Hold on, I'm... You're gonna be able to see my shadow. I'm not gonna be able to get that picture right now. The shadow is behind me, so, or the shadow's right there, so... I'll just get that. Holy shit. I want to check out the rest of the village. The frame rate's so awful. Oh boy. Well, I'm excited for this. Oh boy. Holy shit. This is so cool. Oh my, dude. Ignoring the ugly tree, let's just walk past it. Holy shit, I knew this place was gonna look real nice here with the trees. The frame rate got even worse, oh my god. Oh my, dude. This looks awesome. What about further upstream? I say upstream, but like... Yeah, this is pretty nice. I should probably eat. The frame rate has really taken a toll, but it looks too amazing to not take. Like, it's definitely worth it just to look at this world a few times in shaders. Oh god. Holy shit. Oh no. Oh god. What? I missed. Hold on. I want to get up there. I want to get up there. Oh my. It's loading in. Look at this. Wow. That's impressive as hell. Oh my god, dude. But enough with the shaders. We need to get to work, right? So, what is that in what are we doing today? What are we doing today? But enough playing around with shaders. We need to get to work. And surprise, surprise, we're working at the Sacred Isle. So, as you guys remember, if you've watched last episode, of course, I mentioned that it's going to be like, if I can get up to, oops, if I get up to this viewing platform, I'll just do a quick recap if you missed the end of the last episode on the general idea of what this base is going to look like. If you want to see it in more detail, watch the previous episode. I talk about it at the end. This middle circle is going to be a plateau that's raised up with a quartz castle on it, and then there are going to be cliffs through, like, around this circle that go down to the ocean floor, and on these walls that go down to the ocean floor. And then we're going to drain all the water in the middle, and then make, like, a river around the bottom, and then customize the cliffs to look really nice. But then, of course, wouldn't it look weird to just have these random stone walls? Yes, it would. So we're going to be making an island around it. And as I mentioned, it's going to come out like this, and then it's going to be, like, a pointed, it's going to be kind of like a star, basically. And I honestly don't know if on the current frame, or on the current render distance, I'm not sure that I'll be able to show you guys the full island once it's, like, complete. I believe with Optifine you can actually up the render distance to 48 chunks instead of just 36, I believe it was. So once I can deal with, like, the lower frames for a while, I can just up it to show you guys here and there. But what I want to do in today's episode is I want to get the basic structure down for this island, which we're going to start by bringing this section out maybe 30 blocks. Let's see how, I'll see how 30 blocks looks, and then I'll decide. Alright, let's see how this looks. No, definitely needs to be longer. At least 50 blocks out. So right here is 45. I wanted to see if 50 was actually the length. I'm thinking 55, maybe 60, maybe. Because this point here is actually going to be the longest part of the island. Because like I said, it's going to be like a star. It's going to curve down and then curve back out, you know. So maybe 55, 60. So this is 55. I'm thinking definitely 60 at least. At least 60. That's gotta be what we go for. So, just to be safe, I went for 65. I am not sure. I'm thinking 70. I'm thinking 70. We've gone from 30 to 70 in the span of a couple minutes. Yeah, I'm going to try 70. I think I'm just going to go with this no matter what. Yeah, let's go with this. Honestly, this is a lot bigger than... I think this is a lot bigger than what I had in the... when I first attempted to build this on an old server but never finished. This is definitely, I think, bigger, but that's also because this outer circle is further out than it was in the old build. So to compensate for the bigger, like, kind of circle here and the bigger inside, I think I need it to be longer here. So I'm going to start playing around with trying to get this to curve down nicely, and then I'll bring you guys back for an update in a minute. So... Yeah, that's a nice kind of curve there. It looks a little weird around that section where my crosshairs is, but I think that's nice. And now that I'm looking at it, I'm thinking 60 or... I'm thinking now that I'm looking at this with the curvature, I either have to make it go further down like here and then come up, or I make this shorter. But I fear that making this shorter will make it look too small in comparison to the rest of the build. So I'm going to go ahead and go with the first option, and that is to make it curve down further, hopefully. Okay, so this is what it looks like now. I think it looks pretty good. Maybe like here-ish, around this area, it could be a little better. But I do like it. I'm not entirely sure if I want to, if I want to bring this in, like the tip further in, but I think it's going to come down, and then it's going to like go back up here, then it's going to come down again, go back up like there. Obviously it's not going to be exactly what I'm kind of moving like, and then it's going to come and then go out on that point. There's going to be big points like this on every side over here, and then there's going to be like 2 smaller diagonal points in between them all. So that means there's going to be, what, 12 points in total, I guess? No, that's not. Is it right? Because we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, we got 12. So I'm thinking I'm going to get to work on getting these things built up. It is going to be difficult. I remember when I did this the first time, I had lots of trouble getting these curves to be right. So I think I'm going to finish most of this quadrant here, and then I can bring you guys back with an update. Okay, so it's looking better. It's looking better. So this line here was the old curve, and then this one's the new one, obviously. I think this is a lot better. I think I'm going to, this right here, I think I'm going to push this forward a block to make it look better, because it looks a little, it looks like these like 4 blocks here are just pushed in, you know, and then over here, after seeing that curve, I want to adjust this one, and I'm going to make it maybe come down a little further and then come up like around here-ish, like up here, and then this one could meet it. I think I'm going to, no matter what, have to extend it around this way anyway so that it can meet this one properly. So I've joined the 2 sides, and okay, I like it. I like it. It looks pretty good. I wonder if, I think I should probably add this block. And then remove this and put that. And then like that maybe? Let's see how that looks. Oops, I fell in the water. Yeah, I like it better with the jagged point. It's definitely, I definitely like it with the 3 points here instead of the 4 initially, because I have some images of the old build that I never, from when I never finished it, and the old server, and I did some measurements, and this was about 50 blocks from the center, and then there wasn't as much room from the center circle to this one, so this is definitely a larger scale than how I did it previously. And I also think that I'm going to make similar viewing platforms on all corners, like this one. I want to make one on every single corner so that when we get to building on that side, we can see it just as well. And then after I do that, I'm gonna get to work on building up the points on this side here, on that quadrant, and then I'll just go around the circle and finish it over here. But I'll probably update you guys after I finish the next quadrant. Actually, before I move on to doing the rest of the quadrants, I have a dilemma about something. I'm having trouble deciding if I want this to be completely symmetrical. I am not sure if I want it to be symmetrical. And if I do want it to be symmetrical, do I want it to just like have this side flipped over and then flipped over again and then flipped over? Because this will go to here, into there, then to there, and it'll line up. Or do I make just one of these eighths? Do I make 1/8? Do I make this part mirror this part and then they meet exactly in the middle? Honestly, I'm thinking that's something worth doing. I think that's worth doing. Again, I didn't want it to be symmetrical, and it probably will have some changes done later that are just, you know, it will probably have changes done later, but I don't know. I'm gonna do some looking in to see if I can make it so that these match up perfectly or not, and then I can just mirror an eighth. So I can just build 1/8 and then build 1/8 and just know that it'll line up perfectly. So that line there starts in the exact center of these two quadrants, right? And then goes out in a straight line from there. So if I want everything to be symmetrical, I have to make each eighth line up perfectly to this. I don't know how far out I want to make it go. So, Here's what I'm thinking I do. So this circle is, what is it? 71 by, it's 71, a radius of 71, I think, to the center, and then another 70. So 141. I'm thinking I make a circle of 141 along here, right? And then I make this go out to the exact end. So then there could theoretically be a perfect circle all the way around, and then I can make sure that this definitely lines up correctly and stuff, right? So that this can go out the right length. Yeah, I'm gonna count all of this again to make sure that's correct, and then I'll tell you guys once the quadrant is all finished. So it's all nice and symmetrical now. I figured out that from the center, it goes out 349 blocks to this block right here. So then I did a circle of 349 and got it to go all the way over, like curve down to here. And then I stopped the line at the circle. So that is like the very center point of the circle. If there was a circle going from here to there, right? It just crosses that pattern. No, it doesn't look like it does. Kind of, yeah, it does. So I built out there, and then I did some heavy work on this quadrant, this little eighth here, to make it curve nicer and come up to that point. And then I have a picture of it here pulled up, and then I just copied it here, which is what these little random blocks are. They're just there to mark out so that I can tell how wide each piece is. But yeah, now I'm gonna get to work on finishing up the next quadrant, and I will update you guys once each quadrant is finished. Wow. Oh my god, this is looking like a massive project. So, as you can see, all the points are now finished, and I have the viewing platform there, there, and there. That's the first one, and then I made this one here higher above all the rest. Is this centered? I don't even think it's centered. Yeah, it is centered, but from this angle, it looks like these actually go out further than these ones, which honestly does kind of bug me. They look longer, and that kind of triggers me. I might actually have to do more tinkering, because that looks just not good, having those ones longer. I think it'll be fine. We can go with it, but if it really starts to piss me off, I'll have to change it. I think it's just because these have they have a thinner front, you know, they have the thinner top compared to these ones, which come out more, which is alright with me, honestly. I think it looks pretty good as it is. But yeah, the last time I built this, I had it so it came like down up here, and then up here, and then to there, and none of it was symmetrical. It wasn't symmetrical at all, because I thought, well, it's an island, it shouldn't be symmetrical, it should have differences on each side. But now I just kind of say screw it, it'll look better if it's symmetrical, and plus this is like a sacred, godly place for the ancient people that like lived here and stuff, so it makes sense if it's so. like, sacred and stuff, it should maybe be a bit, you know, perfect. I should probably get rid of these markings down here, though. But, yeah, in terms of what we're going to be doing next, tomorrow we will not actually be, I say tomorrow, but in the next episode, we're not going to be working here, actually. We kind of are, but what I want to do is I want to get a guardian farm set up. So, I think we should do that. Oh, I don't have any more rockets on me. Oh! Trident. Hello. You're enchanted, dude. Do I want to mess with an enchanted dude? Yes. Dun dun. Oh, that would have been great. I want another trident. I really want another trident. And I was actually thinking about spending some of next episode grinding for one. But I want to get a guardian farm set up because I might end up using some prismarine for, like, not only the castle, but other parts of the build that I have been thinking about. And I also want to decorate this place and make it look all nice with prismarine. So, this place is in this island. I want to make this island less bland, you know? Which means we're probably gonna choose one of the ones in the frozen ocean biome. But that means that I'm gonna have to choose the site of a future build project, because eventually I do want to do a build around this guardian farm, which will probably be the build project we move on to after the Sacred Isle, but we're getting too far into the future, aren't we? So I think I'm gonna end the episode here, because it may have been going on for a little while. So we might end up getting some work done in the next episode, but on the actual place, but I still have to decide how we're actually going to do this, how we're gonna, it's hard to explain. I'll save the explaining on what we're gonna be doing next for the next episode. So thank you all for watching this episode, and I'll see you guys next time.